my dears, my darlings, my demons. It is I, the KQ from Moggington, and I am frankly kind of cheesed right now, but that's just me. Um, there was some issues with various installations, and I am mildly fucking furious. So if I scream, it is because I love. But there were some updates and some issues, and my audio went to hell and back, and I had to go into hell and get it out and not turn around or it would turn into a fucking pillar of salt. I don't know. I'm never getting YouTube monetized, by the way. It's becoming increasingly obvious that YouTube will never actually give me money because I'm a very sweary object. But, and this is a big but, I've got a tail. And also, we will play some Tai 2 tonight. There's a lot of Tai 2 left. And I enjoy playing this children's action game for baby people, so I will continue doing that. Hopefully everybody else is having a better night than I am. Well, that's good. That's good. I'm glad you're here. Glad stuff is happening. Glad things. I'm glad about things and stuff. uh, what a night, though. Just what a night. That whole rigmarole took me like 3.5 hours to sort through, and admittedly, that doesn't sound like much, but 3.5 hours on one issue is more than I like to spend. Unless I'm playing a point-and-click adventure game, in which case we can just sit here for hours while I slide blocks around. Well. Oh, you know what I just realized is missing? The music. There's no music here. Oh, yeah. That's relaxing and soothing. But yeah, I forgot that the start of stream music should be here. And apparently we've entered a Gothic cathedral of chess. I do like a good pipe organ, though. They've announced the latest Peke game coming out. I forget how many there are now, but I will not be caught up at any point. I'm realizing this. Honestly, I could just wait and get back on the series at the start of it again when the remake of Legend of Heroes 1 comes out. That's honestly kind of tempting, except then I can't import my save into the second one. And that makes me sad. I would have to wait for the remake of the second game to come out. And who knows if it will. But at the same time, maybe I should play the latest and greatest and newest and shiniest version. I don't know. It's always hard to tell. It's always hard to know what to do. Oh well. But I do know what we'll be doing in 5 seconds. We'll be playing some the Tasmanian Tiger. And let's go ahead and get over to that now. Alright, let me just sweep you folks down here. You can hang out with my ears. I will play a video game. How does this look? That looks fine. Nice and big. Look, you can rest your head. Rest your weary head on mine. And fall asleep. And try not to snore into the microphone. Perhaps I should have kept...
What are you doing? Bruno is still stuck in the Frillneck Forest. When you get a chance, you should go and help him out.
I don't care. I really don't care. Okay, Oh, you can zoom the camera out and in. That's nice. Anyway, maybe I should try, like, the ASMR voice. And just relax you to sleep. Game went a bit off the rails in the second game, that's true. It became kind of a weird open world thing, and I love it. The fact that it has unlockable mechs automatically makes this better than the first game. But yeah, hi, car. Never played Tie 3. Neither have I, oddly enough. I always meant to. Never played Tie 4 either, and that's the one that really changed everything up. I understand it's terrible. I'm very curious.
G'day, son. Let me know if you need a hand, okay?
Alright, I think we should buy the ability to smash through things.
You won't regret buying
that
one, son.
And we can have the ability to swing through things, swing on things as a bonus. So that's cool. Now we have a bunch of our basic elements. And also, the ability to break these metal boxes. Which I assume will get us paid even harder. Let's check them out. Yep. That's going to give us a nice income source. Unfortunately, we can't destroy people's cars with it. Which is a shame, because destroying cars is fun, but we're not quite that type Theft Auto. Alright. Where are we going with this? I wanted to swing on those hooks that have been above the city for the entire game. I want to get up there and swing on those hooks, and I don't know... Oh my god, do not look directly into the sun.
Hey, Ty.
Nice parking. Good work. Let's see if I can... There we go. I just had to grunt hard enough to get up there. Don't look directly into the sun. Okay, this is... just a silver cog. If I'm honest, I've already forgotten what those are for. They're for unlocking, costumes and stuff, I think. Alright, so how do I get over there? This is a fairly short-range gizmo. I'm gonna say we start off here. Clamber up onto the roof here. Get up here. Okay, whoop. Okay, okay. Don't slide off. Where are those rings? They're over there. They are not actually above this roof. So, I need to get onto that platform somehow. I think I probably could have... Yeah. Alright, get up on this platform. Wait till it comes around. Things are going great. That's good. What have you been playing lately, Car? Like, what's up on your menu? I haven't popped in lately because my sleep patterns have been all over the map. Right here. Okay. Shin Megami Tensei 4. Oh boy. I feel cheated somehow. I think I can just climb on this railing and get up there anyway. No, I can't. I feel somehow kind of cheated by that. Hardest part of the game at the very start, it generally is with...
Good day, young toy.
Like, the hardest part of the game in most Shin Megami Tensei, in my experience, is either the start or, like, if you go absolutely deranged and decide to go, like, full sicko mode, I'm gonna fight the optional bosses. I know that Shin Megami Tensei bosses love to do this thing where, like, if they detect that you're using illegal strategies, they'll just start kicking your ass and they won't stop until you turn off the illegal strategy. You know, I really should've waited on that. Metaphor does that too, that figures. I'm probably never gonna get around to Metaphor, Phantasmia, Metaforgotten, Phantasmical. Ask your doctor if Metaforgotten Phantasmical is right for you. Anyway, I'm probably just never gonna get around to it, but... Okay, I gotta use these rings, not those rings. These rings lead to a collectible, those rings lead to a rooftop. This is what we spent 10 minutes on, folks. Isn't this lovely? I think people are dying in a volcano while I do this. People are dying in a volcano while I do this. I think that's wonderful. Swing up, back, forth. Okay. We got the collectible. Now we can leave. Let's go see if that guy's dead in a volcano yet. Or, you know, whatever else we happen to run into on the road. I'm not picky. I don't know why you're giving me money for enduring the load times. It's very polite of you, I guess. Whee! I love that. I love that you can just go off a jump. Right there. Let's see. Where is our map? Here's our map. AFK Journey gave you diamonds for enduring the installer. That's because you have to bribe people in order to play mobile games. What's the green thing? Croc stockpile. Okay. Use diamond. Yeah, I knew you'd have to use diamonds to gacha. It's always diamonds or quartz or azure gemstones or primarinas or whatever the fuck. Primordial nipples. Who knows? It's something. Where am I? Okay, I turn off on the road up ahead. And that's the red one. And we're here. I think we're at the volcano. Ripper Nipper. No. We're going to the Pippy Beach Nippers. Because they need zinc cream. Were you hoping for a return of the Pippy Beach Nippers? Because we got that.
Glad you could make it, doll. Rex left for the surf carnival, but he forgot to take the zinc cream with him. Sometimes I reckon he'd forget his head if it wasn't attached to his shoulders.
That's no good.
Can you take it down to South Beach for me? But hurry, the first event starts soon.
No worries.
Oh, this is one of those time missions. Take it to South Beach. Where am I going? Just straight south. Just literally straight south. Not a problem, ma'am. But yeah, honestly, I find games like this kind of refreshing when... Like, we just played Armored Core, we're playing Siberia. A tonal shift is nice. But I can't eat candy all the time. I gotta have some vegetables too, so I do like playing games along those lines. Okay, here you are.
Oh, Ty, you made it just in time. You're a dead-set legend, mate. I wouldn't let the kids out without their sunscreen. Ty, what are you doing? Bruno is still stuck in the frill-neck forest. When you get a chance, you should go and help him out.
I will do everything I can to avoid helping Bruno. Simply because you keep pestering me about it. Bruno can fucking die. Don't want... They're ugly. These look great. Like, I love this cartoony aesthetic. I don't know, I've never considered these games ugly. Not even for PS2 game. Like, you want an ugly PS2 game. One that's unintentionally ugly. Somebody reminded me of the Gacket game Bujinjai or Bugengai or Bujin... I can't remember the title. That is a weirdly ugly game in my opinion. You love it's an ugly game. They tried a little too hard for photorealism in a game that should have been really stylized. It does have Gacket. That is true. It does have Gact. Where am I going? I just kind of wandered off while I was in the middle of talk. There is absolutely nothing in here. Huh. I wandered off into a cave. Alright, well, let's get back on track. Doing everything except helping Bruno. Anyway, you know what else has Gact? Final Fantasy VII. I can't wait until they canonize all of the, like, fucked up interquel shit. Just aggressively force that into canon. It's going to make so many people I know really depressed. So I'm kind of waiting for it. Yep, Dirge of Cerberus. I'm waiting for it. Okay, I turn around, go back the other way. Orange star. There is just a giant crocodile looming over everything up there, and I'm not really entirely sure why. Okay, admittedly I expected a giant crawfish even less. Is this where I'm going? No, keep going. The king pro- okay, it is a landmark. I do sort of wish there was more to do on the road. Wow, that boomerang went a long way. I do wish there was more to do on the roads. Like, that would be nice, admittedly.
Oh, dearie me. It's just dreadful, Ty. I've sponsored a team of scientists to explore Mount Boom, but something's gone wrong. And now they're trapped inside the volcano. I feel so responsible. I'm their patron, you know.
You patronise them?
Oh, no, I just give them money. I'm frightfully worried. It's been ages since I've heard from them. You must go inside and make sure they're okay.
Relax, Dennis. I'll see what I can do.
That scene written entirely around that one joke. Alright. Let's just smack myself into the ground and then, I suspect this is the mission that requires the... yeah. Hello, Wind Chaser. So this is the first mission where you get to use a mech. It sort of moves like... well... and you can squirt water on things, which is nice. Hi. Okay, you guys don't need any help? Can I just squirt water into the lava? No? Alright. You can transport your thermal bunyip across the lava using this air platform. Just stand here and shoot the button. I like how the water streams just hang there in midair. That's quality. One thing you don't have on mainland Australia, active volcanoes. Well, that's a relief. I was watching one of the Hawaiian volcanoes erupt on a live stream the other night. I can't imagine being any closer to that than like 1 billion feet away. So... hello, Aussie Petrolhead. That is a wire, and I can't see where the top of it goes, so I'm not gonna worry about it right now. Oh, there's platform. Okay, I'm not gonna do that platforming, thank you. I don't think I'm gonna do that platform. Why are we cutting back and forth here? I guess I am gonna do this platforming. So you have no active volcanoes. Do you still have the giant frill-necked lizards piloting robotic bugs? Because I was hoping to see those someday. And another wire that just... Oh, okay. What's this? Ah, the frill lizards are unlicensed. That's a shame. Alright, fire ladder lowered. I think. Ha. I kind of honestly wish that I could turbo boost this. It is just like a little bit too slow for me. Okay, do we climb ladders in the... No, we do not. Create volcano in Australia. Drill huge hole in top of Iris rock. Get several tons of baking soda, vinegar, and red food coloring. You know, it's so crazy, it just might work. Right, so now where am I going? Definitely not back. Ooh, okay, I see. I probably ought to get back in the mech. It seems like oh, okay. Enemies have respawned between me and the... you know what? We can just manually jump this. Use your legs, Ty. That's what they're for. Oh, I parked it up here. No, I didn't. It just spawned one. Alright. Spiders are huge! Good to know! I'm staying home. Australia, I will love you from a distance. I happen to... I'm gonna say something that immediately dates me internet-wise, but I happen to follow a lot of Australians on Tumblr. And it is always fun because, as far as I can tell, there's cities, there's the Dust Bowl, and that is about it. Okay, that is a jumpable? That is... swingable. Okay, I lowered a shortcut. You know, a Rafflesia flower is exactly what you want to jump into. Why don't you just jump into one and roll around for a while? Alright, where am I headed? Slapped all of these. I guess I don't think I can get up there. I hate when the children's video games outsmart me. It happens more often than you would think. Alright. I'm seeing 3 buttons over that way, alongside a bunch of, yeah, these swinging rope things. Can I just... Nope! It was worth a shot. Spiders aren't bugs. You know, that's technically true. But... who cares? Little koala scientist guys. Like, if a spider and a rhinoceros beetle jump out of cover and start coming at me, I'm not gonna stop to be like, You know, taxonomically, you two shouldn't be hanging out with each other. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run screaming. Like the enormous wimp I am. And I know that rhinoceros beetles aren't, like, you know, dangerous in any way. But I don't care. They're big. What you need is arachnid spray. What you need is, like, bat anti-shark repellent. Anti-shark repellent? I've never repelled an anti-shark. I'm not sure I'd know how. I'm just gonna run past you guys, because, yeah, I don't care. Okay, do I have to get down there? I might have to get down there. Flasherang. Like, is there a button to put... Oh. No, not the thing I wanted. I'm wondering if there's a button to push down there that I'm missing. I'm also wondering if this thing can walk in the lava, which would solve many problems at this point. I know you folks are here for excitement and danger and daring do, and I am not really providing it right now because I'm stuck on a puzzle. But, I am doing my best, so... Aha! You squirt water at these. Alright, well now I know. And they make something happen, I'm not sure. Something opened up somewhere? Well, that's nice. Hello, Suzaku! Pleasure to see you again. I am being confused by video games for 8-year-olds. Obviously above my age range. Alright. There are more of those little blue thingammies. I'm gonna hose them down and see what happens. Because the light's on, and it's staying on. Now I gotta get over there. So I guess I gotta... You have to be Australian to understand it is all. I need an interpreter! Possibly I need an adult. I don't know. I need, I need a sandwich. I'm kinda hungry. Never before heard someone state their intention to be a hoser. Welcome to the, Bob and Doug show. Alright, I am gonna have to get over there somehow, and it looks like those rings are supposed to be the key, so... Let's go back over here. There are rings. I cannot swing on this thing. What is... Hold on, what is that? What's going on with this? Something over there. Get back out, please. Yeah, I want, the infraring because that allows me to zoom in. Something just floating there. Interesting. Okay. Nope. I'm clearly missing something. If I hit this button, what happens? Nothing that I can see. Can I glide down and grind this rail? No. Can land in the lava, though. That's great. Anyway, Hosen's a decent job. You get, 3 meals a day. Plenty of work. What are you doing up there, kid? Nothing I can interact with. Obviously I'm not supposed to have taken this route. I'm supposed to have gone the other way. Okay, this moves platform. This is for getting your mech up. By the way, there is not a no backseating policy. If you want me to do something, for the love of God, shout it out. If you know how to solve this puzzle, hit me in the face. In the meantime, I guess I'll go around again. You played this 7 years ago, you don't remember. That's fine. It was a request, not an order. Spin harder. The wires, Jack. What did they mean? Alright, why do you show me the platforms respawn? What? Why? Stop. Stop that. Help! Okay. You know, I was enthusing about how much I like these games. And it's like a curse came in. Oh, wait, there it is. At the end of that thing is a little blue, what's it? That I can probably make spin if I can... Do I have to bring the water up? No, wait, that's the one I've already done, isn't it? Alright, let's hit the buttons again. Whoop. Because one of them... It resets the... It resets them. I hit all of them and it reset them, and that was bad. What I had to do was not hit all of them. And now I can, Now what? Am I just locking them into position where I land on them? That's not very helpful. Hey, come back. Okay, well, it goes way over there. Oh god, I think I might have to ride them without stepping on the center. That would make sense. Let's give that a shot. Ugh. Alright, back up. You know, video games. Video games, video games, video games. You know what it is? I got a new controller. I blame the new controller for this. Obviously, that's what's causing the problem. Alright, that resets the thing. Actually, I blame the C. No. It was worth a try. I blame the ocean. I'd like to cross, please. Thank you. I'm gonna slap a cock. Okay. Let's do this again. Video games, video games, video games, video games. So one other thing I've been up to, I've been poking Final Fantasy Renaissance, which is like a remake of Final Fantasy 1 in Unity with additional classes and such. And, it's been great because the Geomancer is fucking broken in ways that I approve of. And I have been waiting for the entirety of the Final Fantasy series for Geomancy to be broken. It's about time somebody made it broken. Like, oh, do you want 3 full heals for the entire party? Yeah, you can do that. Just go stand in a swamp or something. Do you want big hitting AoEs that do like 100 points of damage when everybody else is doing like 20 points of damage by swinging a knife around? Yeah, Geomancer's got you covered. It's the best. And as a lifetime Geomancy supporter... No, it just stops when you land on it. It just stops. You can't actually ride it around. As a Geomancer, huh. Heard a little about the remake. It's not bad. It is, however, still Final Fantasy 1. So, like, everything about Final Fantasy 1 is still Final Fantasy 1. And, as an article I was reading pointed out, you can't get Final Fantasy 1 anymore. You can get the Pixel Remaster, which is a completely different game from original Final Fantasy 1, but you can't buy just straight Final Fantasy 1. You can't buy gay Final Fantasy 1 either, which is a letdown. Alright, so what am I doing here, really? Like, this isn't helpful. Landing on it there isn't helpful. Okay, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Can I can stop them without landing on them. Okay, that helps. Now I can swing on the Lasherang. Alleged. And if I swing out here, I can... I'm so glad I took the time to do that. Oh, God! Okay. Like, yes, this is taking, like, an hour. But, I think this is inherently a very funny situation. This level feels like it's conspiring against me, and I really respect that. Get them all moving, then stop them to build a path. You're probably right. I just gotta, like, work out where I'm going. One place I thought I was going was over there to rescue that one dude. I hoped I could land on him. It is possible I may still be able to. Oh, wait, hold on. I can just... Anyway, if you've ever wanted to play Final Fantasy I with a Dancer and a Geomancer and, like, I don't know, a Ranger... Final Fantasy Renaissance is for you. If you have no idea why you would want to do any of those things, I completely understand. I completely understand many things, including the will of the universe, but I cannot determine why kids love Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That is beyond me. And I can't determine why gravity is like this. And I can't determine why Los Angeles hasn't fallen into the ocean. These are the great mysteries of our time, and they will never be solved until Los Angeles does in fact piss off into the ocean. Oh, I reset them. That's fine. That's okay. Because LA crash landed on Mira. Alright, yeah, I do, I am legitimately thinking that maybe my next game might be Xenoblade Chronicles X. I'm strongly considering it. And I know in my heart that I will not have a throat left after I've played that game. Frick. I will not have a throat, I will just have a hole where a throat used to be. Yes, I am saying that playing Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition will tracheomatize me. My Switch is booby-trapped. But it's worth it. Did you know that if you just wait here long enough, I will just say all kinds of shit? It's serious. It's less system overload than it used to be. Like, it used to have, like, all of those divisions you could join used to have an actual purpose. And I think it affected, like, actual game progression, if I recall correctly. 7 Pirates, 8... Well, I'm not gonna play the titty game on stream, but... I mean, Booby's good. Don't get me wrong. I like the Booby. But I'm not playing it on stream. I just made that even further away. What am I thinking? I'm not gonna land on that. Can I get up here? No. Okay. In the Definitive Edition, party members gain experience will not... Yeah, that's true. Do they gain experience if they're not active and you haven't recruited them yet? Because, like... I know that I will forget to recruit some dudes. And possibly deliberately leave a couple of them out. I'm looking at UHB. They recruit around your level. Okay, well that's something. Like, that's something. Okay, what if I just... let this go for a bit. Let it go. Let it go. Don't hold it back anymore. Okay, and then it's like over there, and what if you're... I don't know where the fuck you're going. What if I stopped you there? And this one... I don't even know. Oh, yeah, there we go. And then I just sweep... And this gets me over here. But not on my mech. So it doesn't matter. So I need to be able to get over here on my mech. Can I just hit a lot? No, I don't have a piss button. This isn't like Okami. I cannot just Wii on things. That and the bark button are like the only things I remember from Okami. I'm sure Okami was a pretty good game, but, I do not remember a thing about it, and playing that game felt like a fucking career. Okay, okay, here we go. This is actual progress. 1 out of 3. Thanks. I feel good about what I've done. I feel a sense of accomplishment. I feel, I think I feel my liver attempting to escape my body through my kidneys. Maybe I can pee on it, I don't know. Alright, so I guess I have to do that for each of these 3. That's great. We're gonna do that. Don't let that escape. Do I need it to live? Is that what my liver is doing, keeping me alive? Ah, yes, good. And that's why they always tell you to eat your liver. Because the more liver you eat, the more alive you get. More organs means more human. As Invader Zim taught us. Alright, let's get this. Perfect. Okay. Now that I understand what to do, it's not actually difficult. This isn't like colony ship for sale cheap or anything. We're not playing Marathon. It's just some simple moving platforms. I should play through Marathon here on the... I don't know, I would like to play Marathon through here on the stream. Bungie's Marathon. But, it's a very dark game, and I don't mean that in the sense of you're always shooting at things all the time, because you are. But it's a very dark game in the sense of you can't fucking see anything. It's part of the atmosphere. So, I don't know if it would actually be a very good stream game. You would just hear me, like, shooting the gun and occasionally yelling. To be fair, that is also the Doom experience, and people seem to enjoy when I play that. So, who knows? I mean, you can see this. And where has that gotten you? Oh god, that's not... That hasn't gotten me anywhere. I like that we just have infinite water, apparently because we've got crystals in the back. Because we have crystals, we can just shoot infinite water hose. Splooshy sploosh. Out the water thing. I think my brain is actively shutting down. We're gonna have spent an hour on this mission. We're gonna have spent a full hour at least on this mission. Hello, those of you watching the VOD. Are you having a good time? I hope you are. Remember, there is a fast forward button on YouTube. You can set this to play at double speed. Christo never gave you infinite water, just really bad breath. Well, you should stop kissing her and brush her teeth. Get her back out into space where she belongs. Let the poor thing enjoy her sandwich. Okay, where is it? Okay, there we go. I need more of a bridge between those two. Yeah, that'll work. I hope that might work. It worked, I think. Fuck, no, it didn't work. Of course it didn't work. Nothing works. It's the year 2025 and everything is broken. I don't want to set the world on fire. Alright, let's adjust this a little bit more. 'Cause we're close. We're close. Yeah, that might do it. That might do it. That might do it. Maybe. Maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Spray. Three out of 3. What happened? Nothing happened. I don't. Okay, no, we can lab this out. What if we hit the green thing again? Maybe we have to do that. That could be a thing that we do that does something in this in our amazing game that videos hardcore video game now. Woo! Please fucking do something. Help me. Okay. You know, I just noticed a little orange star that says that our mission is in a completely different room from here. Okay. Well, no, you know what? I bet it is. I bet it is that little dude. I bet it is. It's the little guy. I must have to rescue the little guy. Because I did everything else. Didn't I? Is this thing fireproof? Yes. Okay, so the mech is fireproof. The mech dives in fire, actually. That's not how magma works. That's legitimately not how magma works. You are perpetuating a scientific fallacy. Alright, I don't fucking care. Let's go down the pit. Alright, well now we have the airlocks that we opened. That was for a thing. That was important. We were supposed to do that. That's good. What a good thing we did. Aren't we doing good things out here? Okay, this wants me to use, like, the teleporting warp-a-rang, and I do not have the warp-a-rang. So, I don't have to care about this. Where are we? We're in a different side room. Okay. I am 100% fully prepared to get out of this level, to move on to somewhere. I'm becoming Jeff Goldblum as we fucking speak. What is this? What is this nonsense now? This is a jumping platforming course, and I have to find where it starts, I guess. Oh, look at that heat haze. Look at the heat wobble. That's a very lovely visual effect. Let's smash. Okay. Are you gonna allow me to hit you? Thank you. Goodbye. I don't care about you. Hi!
Hey! Over here! Boy, are we glad you found us. Our lava pod's cooling crystals defrosted, stranding us here.
No worries. You can have some of my coolant.
Thanks! We better get out and let Dennis know we're okay. He's probably worried himself silly by now.
Ranger Ken and Duke are tagging crocs down Muddy Bottom.
We finished the
Can
mission.
you pop over and give him a hand, mate?
I am gonna have some water now. That's a relief. We finished the mission. Mission done. We successed. Yay. Yay. Oh, yay. Alright, next mission. Enough celebration. I'd like to pull up onto the pad, please. Thank you. Going with the Zapparang because these are little mechanical enemies and I like zapping things. What's up, guys? Okay, bye. I heard gunshots. Oh, it's these. Okay, that's what was shooting at me. Okay! Okay. Okay. I may have had a little bit of a breakdown there, but we're doing good. We are once again making progress accomplishments in video game history. Events are transpiring. We're climbing a tree. Okay, don't bump that. Frill Neck Forest. I guess we just have to climb up into here. Okay. And now we're in the obligatory treetop zone. And I saw that. And I'm wondering how I get at it. Does the Infrarang pick up anything? No. Cannot swing on that. Alright. Oh, but you can run around on the bouncy netting that goes boing. I respect that. That gives me hope. I like that they didn't just have you fall and die. But I really feel like I should be able to climb onto that. Oh well. Mysteriously, there's just an obstacle course here. I probably ought to be doing something about those enemies, but I just don't care. My ascent is impetuous. Can I grind this? I guess we'll find out. Yes. Whoops. Alright, that one was my fault. I got a little overconfident, I think we can say. Also, there are all kinds of secrets hidden off to the sides. I'm looking at them, but I can't touch them. Oh, same thing again. I don't think I can climb that. Same thing again. Same thing. Would you believe it? Would you believe it? I would believe it. Because I just did it. You gotta believe. Oh, you can grind these. Okay. Can I use them to get anywhere? I don't think so. Ah, you blurf, nerp, blurp, nerp, 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 blur, 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 blur. It's cool. It's fine. Progress. Hi. Oh, I died. Because of reasons. I am gonna fucking set these dudes on ice. It's like setting them on fire, but colder. Okay, moving on. Well, I hit one of them twice and the other one not at all. That was not my intent.
Hey there, Bruno. What are you doing here?
I'm trying to face my fears. You see, I suffer from hypsophobia.
What? You're scared of hippies?
No, scared of heights. I figured that if I faced my fears, I could overcome them.
So did it work?
It did, until I looked down.
Don't worry, mate. I'll help you down.
Thanks, Ty. I think I'll work on my fear of heights at home. I'll start by using a stepladder.
Ty, Woolly Woolly oil rig is under attack. The whole place is going to blow unless you do something about it. This is top priority, Ty, so get cracking, mate.
Oh no, there's an oil rig and it's gonna blow up. Anyway, hi Keldon. How you doing? You missed me getting trapped in a volcano for an hour and gibbering to myself. It was bad. Hello, Goopo. Hopefully you're well. I exist. Tonight has been a hell of a, well, I don't know, bad. No, I can't actually say that tonight has been bad, but I can say that tonight has been bullshit. Because it certainly has. You ever have all your audio drivers just revert to, like, factory default? You ever have your headset decide that everything needs to be twice as loud as loudness? Because, I don't know, reasons? These are things that I have dealt with tonight, and friend D&D stream who's a mock. Yay, Moogle D&D. I sound tired. I feel loopy. I don't feel tired. Like, I could be tired, but I'm not. Where am I going? I think the start of this was back... Wait, I commented on that, thing over there, and, we just have to follow the arrows in reverse. and leave. Springy, springy, springy. How do we leave? I genuinely don't know how to leave this place. I think I reckon we are trapped here forever. And also, tonight, for some reason, I am becoming Jeff Goldblum, vocally. I don't know what's doing it to me. Work uses a via VoIP telephony. Headset audio is the bane of your existence. Headset audio seems like the bane of a lot of existences. Like, there's some baning going on, and I don't know who thought voice over telephony VoIP nonsense was a good idea. Oh, I accidentally found a secret. Well, yay. Yay for me. Yay for me. Yay for me. Voice over, yeah, VoIP. VoIP. VoIP, 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 VoIP. It's fun to say. I have to admit, it is fun to say VoIP, VoIP, VoIP. I got all the way up there and then I fell off. Nice work. Help! I am a victim of gravity and also echolocalia. Hi! I found a pudgy little rat guy. That's great. How the fuck do I leave this fucking level? There we go. Okay. This door is locked. No, good. If find pudgy rat guy, rub his tongue. Believe me, if you find the pudgy, you rub the tummy. That's the rule of life. You do not challenge the rule. Alright, where are we headed? Recommended equipment, thermal bunyip. Alright. Or we could go help tag crocodiles. I think tagging crocodiles is far more important and interesting than an oil rig fire. So we're gonna head for the green star. You're pretty, but you are pretty pudgy. It's always a great day when they're the pudgy dragon. Yep, no? Okay, good. To the green star! God, the squishy noises are so squishy. Am I going the right way? Maybe? I think it's the... Whoops! The other rule of life is don't spin the spinner so hard it knocks the houses over. I mean, I definitely know people who play the game of life purely to see how many, like, little pegs they can load up into their car, if you know what I'm saying. And if you know what I'm saying, please, inform me at some point. Ah, there we go. Okay, we are headed to the blue thing. The green thing. I'm not colorblind. The blue-green thing. Muddy Bottom! I'm thrilled to be here. I couldn't be happier. What a great name for a location. Hi, you're large.
Struth, it's a good thing you're here, mate. We need a hand tagging these crocs.
Count me in.
Good one, mate. We'll be using a boat and a chopper to round them up. I'll steer the boat toward the crocs. You use the chopper to pick them up and move them over the pontoon. Duke will drop them and I'll tag them.
No worries.
Alright, we're picking up crocodiles in a helicopter. Usually I just, you know... actually I can't finish that gag without... I seem to be giving crocodiles concussions, mostly. There we go. I don't know if you folks can hear the music in this level. It's sort of like the world's most laid-back version of Ride of the Valkyries. Nope, it's kicking in.
Slippery little suckers, aren't they, sir?
Come on. I guess I'm not allowed to drop them from any particular great height. That's a shame. We can't have, like, crocodile pancakes. Come on. There we go. Grabby claw. Grabby claws. Grabby claws. Grabby claws is coming to town.
Slippery little suckers, aren't
And if you're a crocodile or an alligator, because I can't tell the two apart, you're on my list. And I've checked it twice. It's not... Is it the wrong time to be making Christmas jokes? It is not even April yet. Although it is soon, I guess. Alright, let's go all the way south. Yoink. And away. I've always sort of wondered, like... It would be cool to have a big family. But... I don't want the responsibility of making one, and also... My genetics are, like... Not just defective, but actually factory recalled. So... Yeah, I don't think I really want that big a family, to be honest. I want you to know I have seen your 80s song reference and I am ignoring it. Blah. Come back. Get hooked on. There we go.
Keep an eye on the fuel, sir.
That wasn't so
did
bad.
it. We tagged all the crocs.
You sound so
Ty,
excited.
You're a top bloke.
Cass's goons are all over Woolly Woolly oil rig like blowies at a barbie. Get down there
Excuse
before
me?
the place goes up faster than an umbrella in a rainstorm.
Blowies on Barbie? Okay, no, that's... Australian slang is always like, oh yes, that was a perfectly normal thing to say. The alligators would be wearing Crocs. I can see that. I'm sure that a crocodile in Crocs is probably like... You know, if the world ran according to my kind of logic, you would just be able to open, like, Fur Affinity and see 3.5 dozen alligators wearing Crocs, and the half would be, you know, somebody only wearing one Croc. I don't think I'm actually allowed to throw backwards. That sucks. Alright. Half croc wearing alligator. You know, that's a thing. Alligator purse. Alligator purse, white sunglasses. That sort of, why no, officer, I didn't even realize my husband was missing vibe. Yeah, I could see that. What were we talking about? Anyway. Oh, hey, look, there's a level here. Are those Metroids?
Possum, you have to shut down the main pump before the whole place blows sky high. Be careful though, Kaz's troops are out in force.
I think one of the few problems with this game for me, one of the, small amount of problems in this game, I actually do very much like this game, but one of the problems with it is that it keeps trying to impart a sense of urgency and a sense of, like, oh, you should be doing this. It's terribly urgent and important. And I'm just like, no, it isn't. No, it isn't. It doesn't feel urgent. It doesn't feel important. I don't care. I'm gonna go drive on the go-kart tracks. But, you know, I guess it is, of course, you know, a game for 8-year-olds. I'm prepared to cut it much slack because of that. What about the Frosty? Were these? Yeah, the Frosty ranks beat them a little faster. I'm gonna keep with that. Back in my robot. I imagine that you can probably put out these fires with your... Yeah. You can, in fact, put out these fires with your, water hoses. That's nice. You can put out the enemies with your water hoses. That's also really funny. To be fair, fire hoses have quite a lot of pressure. I'm pretty sure if you shot somebody in the face with a fire hose, they would go over. And it would be extremely funny. As long as you're not responsible for taking them to the hospital, it would be extremely funny. If you are responsible for their medical history, maybe don't do that. Oh. $300! Yeah, I thoroughly advise you to, I guess be responsible about your deadly pranks. Prank responsibly. There we go. Exit door. Where was that? Over this way, I think. No. That's just a balcony. Exit door was over this way. Good. I guess you could theoretically beat this level without the thermal bunyip. None of your pranks have been deadly that you know of. You've killed me several times. I died because of your keyboard antics. It's okay though, I got better. Get beat up with water supply. Maybe I just like doing that. Was there a button up on the opposite wall? There may have been. I guess I can go back and have a look. Of course, there is a time delay on this stuff. Button up on the opposite wall. Not that I'm seeing. I don't believe so. Good effort, though. I respect the attempt. Like, if there had been one, I would have wanted to have known about it. So thank you. As I mentioned earlier, there is no, like, anti-backseat policy here. There's... 2, 3, go! Should you find it in your heart to backseat, by all means. Just know that if you are annoying about it, I will, like, wander off aimlessly. Hey, we got $1,000. That's $1,000. That's almost $1,001. Why did I start doing that? I've been saying that things are almost a thing for the last, like, couple weeks. And I don't know why. Whoa, lasers. Laser! Can I not climb that side? Do I have to climb this side? I have to climb this side. Nice throw-in. I almost hit a couple of times. Oh, this sucks. Things are almost a thing is almost a catchphrase. Almost. It is almost, but not quite entirely unlike a catchphrase. Yeah, let's get in the mech. Okay, cool. Thank you for those noises, video game. You are video gamey as balls. The villain has a reused quip as he lets the hero escape. Is that a release phrase? No. A release phrase is what you use when you've had enough being tied up and you want out now. Like these guys, I want out from them. I want out and away. There we go. Hey, so a couple of these levels were like Thermal Bunyip recommended. But I think it should really say Thermal Bunyip required. Because there's no way you're beating these levels without that thing. Also, I think panels are falling out of this as I run by. You know, once we're wrapped up the Thai games, I am really gonna have to start in on... Maybe not immediate, probably not immediately, but I'm gonna have to start in on the PS2 Holy Trinity of Trinities. The Jak and Daxter games, the Ratchet and Clank games, and the Sly Cooper games. The 3 games that were the 3 games to have if, well, the 9 games. That were the 9 games to have if you had a PlayStation 2. Definitely the Holy Trinity. Yeah. I know people who have a different Trinity for the GameCube. okay with that. Like, I'm not as much of a GameCube enthusiast. Crash, Spyro, and Blasto, starring Phil Hartman. I don't know. Can we go with Croc? Let's go with Croc. Yeah, on that one, it was an okay game. I give it, I think I gave that game less credit than it deserved. Incredible Crisis? Oh man, Incredible Crisis. Why am I out here? Why am I out here? Aren't I supposed to, where am I supposed to be? I think I got distracted. Incredible Crisis is a pretty good game. I think. Well, I think. I'm certainly not the grand arbiter of taste. But, Incredible Crisis... deeply ridiculous game. And I think I respect a good ridiculous game more than I respect a game that is technically good. Like, if a game is technically apt and it's just alright, it's fine, but it's a little boring. If a game is weird as hell and memorable, then I'm gonna love it much more. Has the Tokyo Ska Paradise... Yeah! I will never forget the title tune to Incredible Crisis. Here we go! Oh, Keldon, by the way, I saw they're releasing a Patapon collection, and I thought of you. Wait, what am I doing up there? Oh, I'm in a different room now, okay. You're conflicted, really? What conflicts you, if I may? Heard incredible prices and was imagining Smash TV. Big money, big prizes. I love it. Don't own a Switch. You want to support Rattan. It's not great based on the beta. Oh. Oh man, I hate that. I hate when there's like, hey, this is one of my favorite games. The port it got is kind of shit. Yay. It's happened to me more times than I can count. Anyway, my advice is to sit on your hands for a little while. And then, grab a Switch too. Because you know they're coming. You know it's gonna be backwards compatible with, like, fucking everything. Hi. You guys hostile? Switch 2 will cause lots of used switches on. There is that too. Possibly including mine. I don't know if I'm... I don't know.
Struth, what are they?
They, my little orange friend, are nanobots.
Shouldn't they be
And there's a
nano
whole
size
lot They
then?
are known as Buster.
Struth,
Well, I've got what I came for. Time to move on.
not without a fight.
I was thinking the same thing. Buster, take care of him. Ta-ta, Ty. Boss Cass is gonna love this.
Yeah, I probably should just hack the dang thing. You like that villain? They are. Name's Fluffy. Believe it or not. Buster the Nanobot Boss. Okay. Well, is this like Perfect Chaos 4? Or Chaos 4, I guess? Let's go with the Zapparang. Ow. Well, that didn't work. You have to hit him in the mouth when he roars. Okay. Yeah, Silver, if I recall, one of the reasons you bought a non-modded Switch was, Animal Crossing. I'm glad we got so much mileage out of that. That was you unmodding. I didn't realize you could do that. Can I maybe hit him with the Smasherang for harder impact? Honestly, like... I should mod my Switch. I am deeply sick of Nintendo's bullshit. But... it depends on if I end up with a Switch too. I don't really know. I do occasionally do online stuff, I guess. Alright. So he runs at you, he does the splash attack. You want to mod your Wii U. The Wii U is good. Wii U is a good modding console. Just release them to Steam. I mean, if a Nintendo game gets released to Steam, I think hell will have frozen over. I'm talking about like a first-party Nintendo game. It could happen, though. I mean... It could happen. Sony's been releasing their shit. Microsoft's been releasing their shit. Nintendo's really the only holdout. But... given Nintendo's past, I imagine they will continue to hold out. Ugh. This boss pattern kinda sucks. Okay, just jumping around them apparently made me take damage. Yeah, this boss pattern kind of sucks. I'm not hugely thrilled with it. Not a great boss fight, but what can you do? Whoa, hi! You springy. Alright, this is kinda neat. Has a big-ass AoE, though. I gotta go recover. Yeah, the odds seem pretty small. I know what you mean. I just... I would love to play, the Xenoblade series on my PC. I would love to play the Xenoblade series without the gigantic fuck-off Nintendo tax of having to buy Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and 3 used one day for like 80 fucking bucks Because Nintendo never re-releases shit. I say, you know, immediately after they re-release Xenoblade Chronicles X, but... hello! God, you've told me how to pronounce your name like 3 times and I've forgotten. Awake? And hello to your wedding. Pirates managed to pry a license out of NC stuff. God, the City of Heroes thing makes me so happy. Also, heads up to those fans who love, Marvel Heroes. The old David Brevik run Diablo-style game. It's back. Search for Project Tahiti. It's good, it's fun, it works. They've got everything working, almost, except for, I think, taunts. But... Project Tahiti, as in the island of Tahiti. It has a Reddit that I could link in a moment. I just don't want to accidentally erase it. Is Squirrel Girl still so hilariously OP villains die before they can get on screen? Usually, yes. Also, this entire fight was just a tribute to, like, the Chaos battle from Sonic Adventure. I feel that very strongly, and then he goes under with a thumbs up.
And so Fluffy was tearing apart the oil rig looking for something.
How strange. The thing she stole. What did it look like?
Like a glowing cricket ball, but bright green.
Sounds like a tennis ball.
Tennis ball? Oh dear. That could be my bioorganic microscanalizer.
What's that?
It's a machine that creates a holographic resonant image of the deoxyribonucleic constituent of any tissue sample.
In English, mate?
Oh, it maps out your genetic structure. It shows what you're made of, using pretty pictures.
Ah! Why would Cass want that?
I don't know. After all, it's useless without the power of a grid processor. Oh my!
What's wrong, Julius?
I remember reading about a break-in at Currawong University last month, and the only thing stolen was a grid processor.
I bet you topped
Sounds like they're
off
inventing
nice.
Tron.
Boss Cass is up to something. Something big.
They got a scanner, they got a grid processor, it helps you process the grid.
What Cass is doing with all those parts.
Let me know how you go, Julius. In the meantime, I've got some bush rescue jobs to do.
Meanwhile, in a completely different art style.
The bioorganic microscanalizer.
Julius has excelled himself yet again.
You stop doing that.
Let us begin the test.
Well, what are you waiting for? Turn it on!
The scanalizer will extract the genetic information from the mammal specimen, then use the grid processor to calculate which attributes we want for our shrill soldier.
I don't know how you got that DNA out of him.
At last, success! I'll call him Uberfrill.
He has all the best qualities of a reptile and a mammal.
And so does Fluffy.
Excellent! Now I can create an unstoppable army. I'm a genius.
There are side effects, for the mammal that is.
So cold.
That's not a side effect, that's a feature. It'll make a great bullet point on the side of the box.
I always love me a good cackling supervillain.
lacking now is a large supply of unsuspecting mammals.
Don't worry about that, Carlos. I know exactly where we can find some.
Okay, mate. Those lovable Hollywood stars Birrell and Squeaver are in trouble again. Only this time it's for real. Looks like Cass's hoons have dressed up as film extras and are trying to destroy their film set. Stop them.
So, question for the class. If you were to combine the best attributes of a mammal and a reptile, what would you end up with? Actually, you know what? I don't think anybody here could answer that in a way that would be safe for, furry okay. Yeah. Don't want to blow the stream's rating by saying, that's the answer I expected. A really long weasel. You have a vision. You have a vision, and it is of one of those, like, Burmese pythons or whatever that get to be, like, 30 feet long. Except it's just a weasel. And you could play it like an accordion. Well, maybe that's not part of your vision, but it's part of mine. Anyway, I wanted to link... Project Tahiti, which is a client for the old Marvel Heroes action RPG, the old Diablo style one. Should anyone care to examine that, it's cool.
G'day, son. Let me know if you need a hand, okay?
Alright, let's grab the Mega Rang. Auto targets enemies. I never need to worry about aiming again, not that I ever did. Let's also grab the license for the, let's also grab the license for the submarine bunyip.
Goodbye, that one.
And we could pick up, the Sly outfit, but I don't care to. Alright, let's get out there and... Oh, we've got about, like, 6 minutes left.
Hello there, Ty.
Hi, ma'am. You, Okay. No comment.
Hey, Ty.
Anyway, let's get out there. We'll, head over to a mission or something, and... then we will run out of time. Stream-wise. Actually, you know, we haven't done a race tonight, and there are a couple of races over in the corner there. I'm hoping we can, pull over there and maybe get in a kart race. Yeah, I think we'll be able to manage a kart race before it's time to close up for the night. Is it Friday yet? I can't remember. Oh, I managed to miss the turn. Nice work. Yes, it is Friday. Okay. So tomorrow night, I will be back to Siberia, the world before. We will be back to our depressing narrative about dodging the shadow of Nazis in World War II, while also, tinkering with automatons, and also, Kate is trying to find, traces of Dana, and it is getting to be a pretty complex plot. Fitting for the final Siberia game so far. And meanwhile, I will just narrate and drive into walls. Alright, it looks like there's... The car's turn signals come on to tell you to turn. That is pretty cool. I respect that. I'm all over the map. Greenwood Forest. It looks like there's a shop over there. Whoop. Okay. It looks like there's a shop over here. And there is a race course over here, so we're gonna hit the race course. There is no race course over here. We cannot access that race course. I am very sad now. I should have gone north. Well, let's climb whatever this is and see what's at the top. I'm not gonna get depressed. I'm gonna get over it with Bennett Foddy. I can't reach that. You bet there's air up there. There is always... There is water at the bottom of the ocean. Move in the water, carry the water. Meanwhile, there is gravity at the top of this mountain. And the gravity is grabbing me. And also, I can swing on this? What is this? Oh! Alright, well that would have been a shortcut if I had successfully done it. If anybody ever accuses me of being good at games, I'm gonna show them footage from Ty. Shit. I am gonna drink a bottle of vinegar and poop a banana, because I do not know what is... It has been a hell of a night, folks. There we go. Okay, we took a shortcut. Congratulations, us. We're so good at games. Is that where bananas come from? No, I can't actually do that. I made it up. What's in here?
Hey, bro, you picked a great time to visit. I just got
Crafty
some great
Rang.
upgrades in this week. Get rid of these.
Handcrafted by Sheila's advanced preschool class. Has a hair trigger and really craftable. Okay.
Those frills. Won't know what hit 'em.
Oh, here's where all the other rangs are. X. Dun 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 dun. Here's the warparang. We need 10,000 for that. Okay. I love this. It doesn't come back. Oh, hey.
Wakamomo, wakamomo, wakamomo. Yep, I'm doing my wakamomo dance. You know why they call it that? Because I say wakamomo while I dance. Except I can't dance. Or sing. Something smells in here. I think it's you. You should go now. And take these with you.
Okay. Okay. On that note, it's been a pleasure having you all. It's been a pleasure being here tonight. It's been extremely weird being here tonight. And we are back in Burramudgee Town. Okay. I actually did want to, quit the game. It's always a pleasure to be here. I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to be streaming. I cannot believe that people let me stream and actually pay me money to sit here and watch me. That is a miracle of nature. So I am checking and, Multiplayer Traveler's Rest. No, I think I'm going to go ahead and just jettison you all off into the ether. May you find something else to do tonight. And may it not involve me, but I'm happy to have been here. I have been your host, Edward KQ from Wellington. Take care. Good night. Goodbye.